Hey, my name is Simon and I bought this $1 boat to fix it up and sail around the world. So here's the first 3 years of work on Perihelion. Perihelion is a 1978 Formosa 51 made in Taiwan. She's nearly 50 years old and she's been all over the Pacific with her previous 2 owners. But now she needs to be saved from the scrap heap so that she can go around the world. So the first thing we're doing is hauling her out and attacking everything below the waterline. I was told everything below the waterline was solid on this boat. Solid fiberglass, nothing to worry about. So of course it only took me 6 months to solve all the problems on the hard. Spent a ton of time on my back covered in epoxy, dealing with holes, through hulls, and a giant gash down the keel. Luckily, I had Barry and Haley as co-owners of Perihelion at the time. We put everything we had into this boat, and by the time she splashed, we were exhausted and totally broke, but she was floating. Now that she's floating, I turned my attention on her interior and gutted everything in the engine room, all of the old wiring, all of the old plumbing, all of the old fueling systems, and replaced everything with high quality marine grade equipment. It was not cheap, it was not quick, but it needed to get done if I was going to sail around the world. Perihelion's main sin is that she is a leaky tiki, and boats of this vintage basically had teaks screwed through the fiberglass into the plywood underneath. And of course, all of that leaked, which meant that all of the deck was in some part rotten. Big chunks of the beams were rotten, and a lot of it had to be cut out. The entire foredeck had to be gone over, and about 30% of it replaced completely. We didn't get so lucky with the aft deck, and the entire thing had to be cut off. And it wasn't just the aft deck, but the top 1.5 feet of hull also had to be replaced. That meant replacing the rotten plywood with 20 gallons of polyester resin and 7 rolls of CSM fiberglass. We didn't stop there, and we made a new beam shelf out of recycled plastic 2x4s so that it would never rot again. After that, we milled up a 10-year-old driftwood air-dried piece of fir to make up some laminated beams and to support our new aft deck. Luckily, my neighbor let me use her workshop, and I was able to process all of this wood into 6 beautiful curved laminated beams. I can't believe how much of this wood just turned into sawdust. Eventually it was time to mount the beams on the boat, and there isn't a single straight edge on the boat, so everything takes quite a long time. A lot of dry fits, a lot of shaving here and there, but eventually we had the foundation of a flush, smooth deck. After making a few stringers and closing in the top of our beam shelf, we were finally able to add 1.25 inches of pure hardwood tropical marine plywood. With the aft deck nearly done, we turned our attention onto the foredeck, finishing the glassing in the scuppers, and doing an absolute ton of fairing and sanding. Finally, after all that fairing, we were able to put down primer, and this is how she sits today. Of course, there's always that last 10% that eats up all your time, and tracking down the last few leaks has taken quite a while. But there she is, perihelion, after 3 years, not looking all that much better, but being a much more solid boat. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now, but there's still so much work to do. I've got to haul this boat out, and in order to do that, I need to get the engine running and get the steerage going. And once I get hauled out, I need to replace every single through hull this boat has, and I need to get the hull sides painted because I want to change the color of the boat. I have to fit the sails and do some repairs on them. I have to probably change all the standing rigging still before she's blue water capable, and there's a lot of systems that still need to be installed. We have no instruments on the boat, no autopilot, no chart plotters, none of that is in the boat yet. So there's still a ton to do and a ton of money to spend. And that is where I'm going to shout out my patrons who have made the project possible so far. You guys have, with the ad revenue that we made this year and the Patreon support, I've nearly covered all my expenses on the boat alone. Now, that's not my actual expenses, but it's gotten pretty close. And that means that I'm able to focus almost all of my time on working on this boat. It's become my full-time job, not because it's a well-paying job, but just because I can nudge it along. So if you're interested in me nudging it along a little further, if you want to see more boat building projects and you want to see this $1 boat eventually sail around the world, the Patreon link is right there. And for those of you who can't spare the change, by all means, hit the likes button. Underneath the like button, after you like it, there's a new hype button. I don't really understand it. It's like a point system. They're gamifying it. Sure, sounds like a good idea, but it does really help out the video get a lot more traction. So if you would, hit that hype button, the like button, the subscribe button, all the other buttons. Thank you guys so much. I upload videos every Friday morning. We'll see you guys next week. Cheers.